Hello. I'm back at uni. My room's looking really bare because, first of all, I'm the only one home, hence why I'm talking really loud. Yeah, my room's looking quite empty because I cleared out some stuff. When I went home it looks like I've got loads of stuff anyway. But if you knew what my room looked like beforehand, then you would know that it looks a lot emptier because when I went home for Christmas, I took some stuff back. There we go. I took some stuff back when I went home for Christmas so that when I come home for February, I can bring home a bit more. And then when I actually finish in summer, I don't have loads of stuff to bring back. Also, look at my hyacinth. It's bloomed and it smells like spring. Sorry, you don't want my face in that. It smells like, I don't know if anyone watching this has ever walked through a forest in the spring or the woods when all the bluebells are coming out. That is what it smells like, and that makes me feel so excited. Yeah, I need to unpack all my stuff. Also, look what I brought back with me. My balance board so I can do some balancing. I got some flowers aside and I got some carnations. So I need to put these in a jug, but I don't have a jug. And also for Christmas, I have a velvetizer that I've had for a couple of years. Mocha lattes to go in it, which I've not had for this before. So I'm going to go and try one. Anyway, so I'm going to go make these. And then I'll have to tidy my room because I need to unpack all my stuff. Also, look at my new home screen. I went to watch We Live in Time the other day. We've still got the Christmas decorations up, so I should probably get these down. But we have caramel hazelnut and chocolate and cafe mocha latte. I honestly, the worst decision maker ever. I can't even make a decision between two meal deal sandwiches. I wish my skin would just hurry up and clear because I find it really weird you can probably notice when you look back in my videos, but in the summer my skin is crystal clear. I would say maybe this is the second worst flare up I've had. The other worst flare up I've ever had was first year. I don't know why it's flared up, which is the annoying thing. This video is all over the place. I don't even know what I'm talking about. It's going to be very chatty. For dinner today, I'm not really that hungry because for lunch I had a pasty. And I'm never really usually hungry when I've come back to uni because obviously I've been sat in the car for 4.5 hours. Well, actually it's longer because I have to get to the ferry and then the ferry is 40 minutes and then the journey over is an hour. No, I wish. 4.5 hours. I brought a Caesar salad. I don't really know what else to say. Do you know what I might talk about in this video? I want to talk about some goals that I have for the new year. So yeah, New Year's. I hope everyone had a lovely New Year's. Oh, look how cosy that looks. Shall I turn my fairy lights on? Oh yeah. I hope everyone had a lovely New Year's Eve and New Year's Day. When I was back home, it rained on New Year's Day, so we usually go out for a walk on New Year's Day because usually every year it's blue sky and sunny and cold and crisp and frosty. But this year it wasn't, it just rained and it was mild, so yeah. But the last 2 days I was at home, it was sunny. I love it in the winter when it's completely blue sky and it's freezing cold and you go on a crisp walk. That is the best thing in the world. One of the best things. I'm not a massive fan of New Year's, to be honest, but I don't really do anything for New Year's anyway. I just sit at home, watch the fireworks and stay up till 12 and then I go to bed. I don't know if anyone else is the same way. New Year's to me just never really feels it always just feels a bit disappointing. You think it's going to be, wow, New Year's, and then it gets there and it just feels like another day because I suppose it is another day. And usually it just makes me feel kind of sick because then I'm nervous because then I think of the next couple of months and all the things I have to get nervous about. Every year when it gets to summer and I have to get a part-time job, I get nervous. And now I have to get a proper, an actual job, which is kind of sad. But also, I'm trying not to stress about that as well because, people don't go into doing what they want to do straight away all the time. People might have 5 or 6 jobs and get their dream job at 30, 40 years old. So I'm not going to stress. It's not the end of the world. I'm just I just don't want to stress myself too much when I come out of uni thinking I have to find a job to do with illustration. If I don't get a job in illustration, it's not the end of the world. I'll just get another job and then work towards what I want to do. Anyway, wasn't I going to talk about my goals? How did I even get onto that? I don't even know. Hello. I thought I would finish off. This looks really overexposed, or is it just me? I charged my battery, then I went on my board, my balance board for a little bit, and now I'm back. And then I'm gonna go and have some dinner. I was talking about like what some of my goals are for next year. One of my main overarching goals this year is to create over consume, or consume less, create more, and spend less time on my phone. My goals are to read half an hour of a book every day. I kind of wish I put 15 minutes. I might change it for 15 minutes just because when I see it half an hour, I'm like, that's a long time. I don't want to do that. But if it's 15 minutes, I feel like I'm more likely to read because I'm like, 15 minutes isn't long. And also I think it's better to read for 15 minutes every day and maybe end up reading longer than thinking, oh, I've got to read for at least half an hour and then not achieving it. I'm going to do this in the morning or in the evening because they're the times when I tend to like grab my phone and like look at them, or like before I go to bed. Sometimes I do go to bed straight away, but I quite often then scroll through my phone, which isn't good. But the good thing about this is it can be 15 minutes throughout the day. Next is 15 minutes of yoga every day. And I've just set a small goal because, again, if I do half an hour of yoga every single day, then I'm going to look at that and think, I haven't got time to do that. I've been doing yoga for the last, I don't know, maybe like 7 or 8 years, but I do it and then I get into the habit of doing it and I do it really well for like 2 months. And then I get out of the habit of doing it and I'll kind of like do it every now and then throughout the year, but it's never been really consistent. I think the most consistent I've ever been is 2 months. Next one is to drink 8 glasses of water. Again, I feel like I should have put 6 because my water bottle is 2 glasses of water. So that means I have to drink 4 of these a day. And I don't like drinking water. I've currently drank 0. 10,000 steps a day. And obviously every single day I'm not going to walk 10,000 steps, but I think the fact that I've put 10,000 steps a day, I mean, with the other ones like yoga and read a book, if I put an hour of yoga or an hour of reading a book a day, then I'd be discouraged because I'm just like, oh, I haven't got time for that. With walking, I don't know what it is, but saying like 10,000 steps a day, it makes me want to get out and do more walking. Like, I've currently done 3,727, but to be fair, I was travelling back to uni today and then I got those steps in when I like walked into town and back. And then it's also 15 minutes on my balance board a day, because that's good for obviously your balance, and also it's fun. It gets me off my phone, but also it's like good for your core. It's also really good for your legs. I've been trying to like balance on it and then like lower myself down and like balance and like squat. My main overarching goal for this year was to, referring to what I said earlier, create more, consume less, and to spend less time on my phone. As little time on my phone as possible. I really want my phone to become more of a tool than something I use to like distract myself. I want to spend less time on my phone and fill it with other activities that are more rewarding. Obviously I've got my balance board now, which I got for Christmas, so that's really fun, and I'm like, I can spend time doing that, or spend time doing yoga or reading or going out for a walk or baking something. Also, when I'm not on my phone is when I feel most peaceful and less stressed, because obviously I'm not constantly staring at it. Yeah, it just makes life feel a bit less stressful. When I'm on social media and scrolling through Instagram, it just feels like there's so much going on in my brain, but when I'm not, it just feels simpler. Or like, the other thing I would rather do is, instead of spending an hour scrolling through Instagram, is spend an hour watching a film. I'm 100% gonna remember watching a film and like the way it made me feel, rather than watching 10-second Instagram videos. I think that's kind of everything. I don't really want to waffle on for too long because my battery's probably going to die again, and also I'm hungry. I want to go have something to eat and watch a film.